He wants to learn everything. He wants to understand the world.
This boy did not go to school very much, but he became a great man. He became a president.
He changed his country forever. Today, we will listen to the story of Abraham Lincoln. He was born in Kentucky. Kentucky is a state in America.
Abraham's family was poor. His father was a farmer.
His mother was kind and gentle. Abraham had one sister.
They did not have much food. They did not have much money. Abraham's father worked very hard on the farm. Abraham helped his father.
Her name was Nancy. Nancy told Abraham stories.
She taught him to be kind. She taught him to be honest.
Abraham listened to everything his mother said. He remembered her words his whole life.
But there were no schools nearby. There were very few books.
This made learning difficult. When Abraham was 7 years old, his family moved.
They moved to Indiana. Indiana is another state in America. They moved because his father wanted better land. The journey was long and hard.
He believed.
Finally, they arrived at their new home. Abraham's father built another log cabin. The family started a new life in Indiana. 2 years later, something terrible happened.
Abraham's mother became sick. She had milk sickness.
With this, we move toward a more perfect union.
In 1818, Nancy died. Abraham was only 9 years old. This sadness stayed with Abraham for many years. After his mother died, life became harder. So 1 year later, Abraham's father married again. His new wife was named Sarah Bush Johnston.
She was a widow. She had 3 children from her first marriage.
Now Abraham had a stepmother and step-siblings. Abraham was worried at first, but Sarah was wonderful. Sarah was kind to Abraham. She loved him like her own son.
Sarah brought books to the house. She encouraged Abraham to read. I am eternally grateful, Sarah.
She protected his time for learning. Abraham was very grateful.
With Sarah's help, Abraham could follow his dreams. Abraham went to school sometimes, but the schools were very simple. They were called blab schools. In these schools, students repeated lessons out loud. Abraham did not go to school for very long. Maybe he went for 1 year in total. He borrowed books from neighbors. He walked miles to get a book.
He read every book he could find. Abraham loved books about history.
He loved books about law. He read the Bible many times. He read a book about George Washington. He read a book about mathematics.
Every book taught him something new. Abraham read slowly and carefully.
He thought about every word. He wanted to understand everything deeply.
Sometimes he wrote things down. He wrote on boards. He etched them into the hearts of a nation. He wrote on the ground with sticks. Paper was too expensive.
Abraham also loved to tell stories. He remembered funny stories from books.
He told these stories to his friends and family. People loved to listen to Abraham.
He made them laugh. He made them think.
Abraham learned that words had power. Good words could change how people felt.
Good words could make people understand new ideas. This discovery was very important for Abraham's future.
He learned that appearance was not important. Character was important. Abraham worked many different jobs as a young man. He split logs to make fences.
Keep the pace steady, we're making good time. Yes, the path is clear ahead. He saw new places. He saw New Orleans. In New Orleans, Abraham saw something that shocked him. He saw slaves being sold.
Slaves were people who were forced to work without freedom. They were treated like property.
He promised himself that slavery was wrong. When Abraham was 22 years old, his family moved again. They moved to Illinois. Illinois became Abraham's home for the rest of his life.
He wanted to do something different. He wanted to use his mind.
He wanted to help people. Abraham decided to study law.
The law is the foundation of our society. It binds us together, protects the rights of all citizens, and ensures justice prevails.
But Abraham had no money for law school, so he taught himself.
He borrowed law books. He read them carefully.
He studied every day. He asked questions to lawyers he met. He wanted to understand, to make a difference.
He learned everything he could. After several years of hard work, Abraham became a lawyer.
77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation. He could help people solve problems. Abraham was a good lawyer. He was honest. He was fair.
Springfield was the capital city of Illinois. Abraham built a reputation.
A reputation is what people think about you. People said Abraham was a man of strong character.
They said he always told the truth. They said he worked hard for justice. With this proclamation, we secure our nation's future under the banner of freedom for all. Politics is about government and leadership. Abraham believed he could help his community.
He believed he could make life better for people. So he decided to run for office. He wanted to become a representative. A representative is someone who speaks for the people.
With this document, we forge a new path for our nation, ensuring liberty for all.
He explained his ideas. People liked Abraham
In 1834, Abraham was elected to the Illinois state legislature. He was only 25 years old.
Around this time, Abraham met a woman named Mary Todd. Mary was from a wealthy family. I feel certain the future will be bright. Indeed, Mary, if we only persevere. They had different backgrounds. Mary's family did not approve at first. Abraham and Mary separated for a while, but their love was strong. In 1842, they got married. They built a life together in Springfield. Abraham and Mary had 4 sons.
Their names were Robert, Edward, William, and Thomas. Abraham loved his children very much.
He played with them. He told them stories. He was a gentle father. But tragedy came to their family.
These losses broke Abraham's heart. He and Mary suffered greatly, but they continued forward.
They held on to each other. Abraham continued his work in politics. He served in the United States Congress for 1 term. Congress is the national government.
Slavery was an important part of the economy in the South. Southern states had large farms called plantations.
In 1858, Abraham ran for the United States Senate. The Senate is part of Congress.
He ran against a man named Stephen Douglas. Douglas was famous.
With these words, we strike a blow for liberty and for the soul of our nation. Let freedom ring for all. The time is now. We cannot allow this injustice to stand any longer. By the President of the United States of America, a proclamation that all persons held as slaves are, and henceforward shall be free.
He said it should not spread to new states.
Douglas had different views.
The debates made Abraham famous across the country. Abraham lost the election. But people remembered his words. They remembered his principles.
In 1860, something amazing happened. Abraham was chosen to run for president.
President is the leader of the United States. This was a great honor, but it was also a great challenge.
The country was in trouble. The North and South disagreed strongly about slavery.
Some southern states said they would leave the Union if Abraham won. The Union means the United States as one country.
The situation was dangerous. Abraham ran his campaign with dignity. He spoke about keeping the country together. He spoke about freedom and equality.
He reminded people that all men are created equal. This idea comes from America's founding documents.
Abraham believed in this idea deeply. On November 6, 1860, Abraham Lincoln was elected president.
He was 51 years old. He had come from a small log cabin to the highest office in the land.
But before Abraham could even start his work as president, the southern states began to leave. They formed their own country called the Confederate States.
This was the beginning of the Civil War. A civil war is when people in the same country fight each other.
It is the saddest kind of war. Brothers fought against brothers.
Friends fought against friends. The country was torn apart.
Abraham became president in March 1861. 1 month later, the war began.
With this proclamation, we set the enslaved free. Let justice prevail. The time has come to declare what is right.
He believed in the Union. He believed in freedom. In 1863, Abraham did something historic. He issued the Emancipation Proclamation.
This document declared that slaves in the Confederate States were free. It was a bold move. With this proclamation, let freedom ring forth across the land. With this, the chains of oppression shall be broken. Let freedom ring throughout the land.
This proclamation did not free all slaves immediately, but it was an important step. It showed the world what America stood for.
With this proclamation, let it be known that all persons held as slaves are and shall be forever free. Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty.
The war finally ended in April 1865. It is called the Gettysburg Address.
Keep pushing! For the Union! Hold the line! Don't falter! Fire! Give them everything!
With this decree, we set our course toward a more perfect union for all generations to come. The time has come to declare liberty throughout all the land.
He had aged greatly, but he was hopeful.
With this, the chains of bondage are broken. Our nation shall be free.
But then tragedy struck. On April 14th, 1865, Abraham went to a theater.
Abraham was badly hurt. Doctors tried to help him, but Abraham died the next morning.
He was 56 years old. The nation was in shock. The people everywhere cried. They had lost their leader. They had lost a man who represented hope and freedom. Abraham Lincoln's story is one of the greatest in history.
He was born with nothing. He grew up in poverty. But in his hands, he held the future of a nation.
He had almost no formal education. But he never stopped learning.
He never stopped trying to improve himself. He believed in hard work.
He believed in honesty. He believed in treating all people with respect and dignity.
These beliefs guided his entire life. Abraham faced many challenges.
He lost his mother when he was young. He lost 2 of his children.
The burden is heavy, but the promise of freedom lights the path.
But he never became bitter. He never gave up.
He stayed focused on what was right. He stayed focused on justice and freedom.
With this act, we move closer to a more perfect union, securing freedom for all. Abraham Lincoln showed us that our beginning does not determine our ending. He showed us that one person can make a difference.
He showed us that courage and character matter more than wealth or status. His life teaches us to keep learning.
These lessons are still important today. They will always be important.
When we listen to stories like Abraham Lincoln's story, we learn more than history. We learn about human strength. We learn about hope. We learn that change is possible.
And as we listen to these stories in English, we are also on our own journey. We are learning a new language.
Every story helps us improve. Thank you for listening today, my friends. If you enjoyed this story, please take a moment to subscribe. A simple subscription helps us create more stories for you.
It helps us continue this journey of learning English together through peaceful, meaningful storytelling. You can also leave a comment below.
With strength, we build our future. This document is our foundation.